For over 40 years, the world thought they knew Tom Silva, the steady-handed master of this old house, the man who could rebuild history one board at a time. But behind the calm voice and effortless craftsmanship was a life no camera ever captured. A life shaped by hidden injuries, near-fatal accidents, and a secret he protected for more than 25 years. A secret connecting him to wildfire victims in California, devastated families in Massachusetts, and a foundation no one even knew existed. Until 20 to 5. Tom Silva was born on January 17, 1947, in Lexington, Massachusetts, a town built on American history and on hard work. His father shaped stone for a living. His older brother Dick Silva learned the trade early. Their family home wasn't just a home. It was a workshop, a classroom, a forge where hands were trained, calloused, and sharpened. By the time Tom was 8, he knew how to mix mortar. By 10, he was framing small sheds with his uncles. It was around this time he earned a scar on his left hand when a chisel slipped. A scar he carried his entire life. A quiet reminder that craftsmanship always demands something in return. The moment that defined his direction came when his family built a fallout shelter beneath their old 1787 colonial house. They dug a pit 20 feet wide, 40 feet long, and 12 feet deep, with nothing but shovels. For 2 years, Tom Silva hauled rocks, framed timber, mixed concrete, and watched a project rise from the earth through sheer human grit. When it was finished, something settled inside him. He didn't want an office job. He didn't want to chase a degree. He wanted work, real work, the kind that leaves your clothes stained and your heart full. After graduating from Lexington High School, Tom Silva turned down a college scholarship and followed his instincts. In 1966, at only 19, he and Dick Silva launched Silva Brothers Construction in Arlington, Massachusetts, with a single pickup truck and $500 worth of borrowed tools. Their first year brought only 10 small jobs, attic remodels, kitchen touch-ups, porch repairs, but every client could see the same thing. The Silva brothers worked with a level of precision and honesty that felt old-fashioned. Even in the 60s, 2 years later, Tom took on his first solo kitchen expansion in Belmont. He hand-milled custom oak cabinets using nothing but hand tools. He worked through a blizzard, dealt with delayed deliveries, and still finished in 12 days. That job became a turning point, neighbors told neighbors, and soon the Silva brothers were known across town. By 1970, they expanded into roofing, but a storm-damaged roof collapsed unexpectedly, nearly crushing Tom. The close call forced the brothers to overhaul their safety systems. It was a lesson carved deeply into their work ethic. Craftsmanship means nothing without caution. Tom married Susan Silva in 1972, and she became the quiet backbone of the company. While Tom built walls and staircases, Susan handled every number, every bill, every contract, transforming their garage into a full office. Together, they were unstoppable, until 1975 brought their first major crisis. A client blamed them for a faulty foundation and filed a lawsuit that nearly destroyed their business. Instead of arguing, Tom spent 3 months rebuilding the project by hand at night. The client was so stunned that he dropped the lawsuit and recommended the Silvas to everyone he knew. Overnight, Tom's reputation changed. He wasn't just a contractor. He was a man who finished what he started. In 1986, everything changed forever. At a trade show, Tom Silva demonstrated dovetail joints with such calm confidence that Russell Morrish, the legendary producer of this old house, took notice. Morrish appeared unannounced at one of Tom's job sites soon after, camera crew in tow, and asked Tom to fix a sagging porch on the spot. Tom repaired it in under 2 hours. That one moment launched him into television history. He debuted on this old house that same year, rebuilding a Victorian staircase railing using delicate reclaimed chestnut wood. Viewers loved his authenticity. He wasn't acting. He wasn't performing. He was simply working, explaining every cut, every joint, every detail. And he admitted something that shocked everyone. He hardly watched television. Everything he knew came from years of experience, not scripts or studio rehearsals. But the transition to TV was not without danger. In 1989, while filming in Bedford, Massachusetts, A scaffold collapsed beneath him. A cameraman was directly below, and Tom threw himself into the fall, saving the man but fracturing his own wrist. Even injured, he kept working with a splint. His quiet bravery impressed the entire crew and cemented his status as more than a TV craftsman. He was the real thing. As the 1990s unfolded, Tom Silva became the soul of this old house. In 1990, he restored a 1790 colonial home in Concord, Massachusetts, using shipped timbers and hand-cut joints crafted exactly the way builders worked centuries earlier. The project earned national praise from preservationists and became a blueprint for historically respectful renovation. In 1992, during the Belmont House project, he introduced what later became known as the Silva shim method, a layered cedar wedge system that corrected sagging floors without damaging old structures. Trade schools adopted it. Carpenters across New England passed it on like a quiet secret. By 1995, Tom was teaching his nephew Charlie Silva, not through softness, but through tough, principled debates. When Charlie suggested using pre-made corbels in a Newton attic project, Tom refused. He carved custom ones by hand, teaching Charlie the difference between convenience and craftsmanship. It was a lesson Charlie carried into his own career decades later. In 1996, Tom expanded Silva Brothers Construction by building a dedicated mill shop, restoring a 1920s planer with his own hands. His custom panels eventually appeared in a Boston Museum exhibit, highlighting the beauty of traditional American craftsmanship. The 2000s tested him physically. In 2007, years of lifting and bending forced Tom Silva into two major back surgeries. Most people would have retired, but Tom returned to filming within weeks, braced, aching, but determined. The behind-the-scenes footage of his comeback became a testament to his resilience. Still, his craftsmanship never slipped. In 2002, on Ask This Old House, he repaired a leaking slate roof in Warren, Massachusetts, identifying exactly 47 cracked tiles caused by decades of thermal expansion. Instead of patching, he replaced them with handmade replicas, a slow, meticulous process that viewers never forgot. In 2005, he fixed warped hardwood floors in a coastal home by digging a hidden dehumidification trench, a solution inspired by centuries-old cellar designs. In 2012, during a stormy shoot in Maine, he built an emergency gutter system entirely out of recycled copper. The segment went viral. By 2015, he passed day-to-day operations of Silva Brothers Construction to Charlie Silva, but remained deeply involved, catching errors that would have cost homeowners hundreds of thousands of dollars. His eye for detail saved projects again and again. In 2018, he built a solar-integrated garage in Arlington using handcrafted bamboo trusses. A Category 2 hurricane slammed the structure, and it survived without major damage. The project received sustainability awards and proved that tradition and innovation could coexist. But 2025 brought one of the hardest challenges of his life. During a siding job in Massachusetts, Tom Silva fell from a ladder and fractured his hip. Doctors told him healing could take months. He returned to filming this old house in 6 weeks, not to boast about recovery, but to teach older viewers a safer method of climbing ladders. What he called ladder checkpoints became widely shared among senior DIY enthusiasts. Once again, Tom turned pain into purpose. During that same year, Tom and Charlie Silva built a zero-waste tiny home using reclaimed barnwood, transforming every leftover scrap into shelves and brackets. The series reached thousands online and inspired builders across New England to reduce waste on job sites. And yet, while millions watched him on television, while workshops filled with eager carpenters and expos drew massive crowds, a hidden chapter of Tom Silva's life remained unseen. The secret finally broke in 2025. For 26 years, since 1999, Tom Silva had been quietly funding home rebuilding efforts for families devastated by wildfires in California and disasters in Massachusetts. 3 families rebuilt their lives because of him. He never took credit, never allowed his name to be mentioned. He created the Silva Brothers Foundation, kept it out of the spotlight, and personally visited many of the rebuilt homes. offering nothing but a handshake and a simple message, "Don't thank me. Just start again." It was a revelation that stunned fans. The man they knew for restoring houses on television had been rebuilding lives in the shadows. In 2024, Tom Silva was inducted into the National Housing Hall of Fame, honoring his 38-year journey with this old house and recognizing him as one of the most trusted figures in American construction. By then, more than 50 million viewers had attempted home projects using skills they learned from Tom. His impact stretched far beyond the screen. He also mentored more than 250 apprentices in his personal workshop, a place filled with vintage tools from the 19th and 20th centuries. He restored antique planes, chisels, and saws, including a rare 1820s distant handsaw, part of a collection of over 200 vintage saws he amassed. Tool collectors considered it one of the largest private collections in the country. In Arlington, he continued to carve wooden rosaries for Portuguese festivals, a tradition he and Susan Silva shared for 50 years, especially during the Provincetown Portuguese Festival, where locals considered Tom practically part of the event's heritage. By late 2025, at 78 years old, Tom Silva began writing his memoir, a collection of hard-earned lessons, mistakes, near misses, and moments of wisdom gathered across a lifetime of building. The book, set for release in 2026, quickly became one of the most anticipated memoirs in the world of trades, craftsmanship, and DIY. He also announced plans for a final This Old House special, a 90-minute farewell airing in 2026 featuring unseen footage, cast interviews, and stories from homeowners whose lives he changed both on and off camera. Tom Silva's story is more than carpentry. It's a lifetime of integrity, patience, and quiet heroism. He restored homes on camera and rebuilt lives off it, passing wisdom to apprentices, family, and millions of viewers. His legacy isn't just in wood, but in people. As he steps back from this old house, one truth remains: the lives he touched will endure. Thanks for watching.